Secretary of State Antony Blinken says that the United States has submitted a draft resolution to the United Nations calling for an immediate ceasefire in Gaza.
That resolution is also tied to the release of Israeli hostages. NBC's Raf Sanchez reports from Tel Aviv.
Secretary of State Antony Blinken is back in the Middle East as the U.S. for the first time is putting forward a UN Security Council resolution calling for an immediate ceasefire in Gaza. It is a marked shift for the U.S., which was left diplomatically isolated at the United Nations after previously vetoing 3 other resolutions calling for a ceasefire. Now, those measures said there should be an end to the fighting with or without a deal to free the remaining hostages held by Hamas. This new American resolution conditions any ceasefire on the release of those hostages, but it is a sign of the Biden administration really feeling the heat, both at home and abroad, to address the humanitarian crisis in Gaza, with famine now looming, the number of civilian casualties rising, and Israel threatening to mount a large-scale ground offensive on the city of Rafah, where more than 1 million Palestinian civilians are sheltering. The secretary also saying that he believes the gaps between Israel and Hamas are narrowing at those hostage negotiations ongoing right now in Qatar. The broad outlines of that deal: a 6-week ceasefire, the release of some 40 hostages in exchange for potentially several hundred Palestinian prisoners. Gotta say, neither Israel nor Hamas are sounding that optimistic, but the good news is that both sides are staying at the table, and Secretary Blinken says he will continue to push for a deal. Raf Sanchez, NBC News, Tel Aviv.